Hey, how we doing, everybody?
Afternoon, everybody.
I'm Joe.
Kevin.
All right, so the next episode of The Good Place. I think we're getting to a really interesting spot this season. Certainly uncharted waters. I did not see this season going this way whatsoever, but also the unpredictability of it all is really what sells this show.
Sure. I like the fact that we're kind of having the characters alive again and kind of facing their demons a little. It looks like we're going to get Eleanor with her mom
Yes,
at some point. Probably this episode. I'm not really sure, but
mom faked her death.
I like that. I like that we're actually addressing what the issues are. Right. If you're going to like talk about how some people become good people, some people become mediocre people, some people become bad people, looking at those reasons, and let's face it, we know in 2024 that those reasons are very usually how we're brought up.
Sure.
So I'm glad we're addressing that. I really really like that.
Yeah, and also it kind of goes the same way with Jason as well, right?
Mhm.
And the Ballad of Donkey Doug.
Right.
I have a lot. As funny as it was, I have a lot of empathy for his character too, because this guy,
He had
look
no
who raised
chance,
him. You know what I
right?
mean?
Yeah, you see these guys and you're like, you didn't have a chance.
Mhm.
You see it all the time with people. You look at their parents and you're like, these kids are so hosed.
And the one person we don't really see the background for is Chidi, right? I mean,
Right.
like, he's the outlier in the sense that, like, Tahani, Jason, and Eleanor, their parents and their sister, like, they all suck. Chidi is just kind of having his own internal struggle, you know?
Yeah, I do think it's interesting that we haven't ever really dealt with why Chidi has these issues.
Mhm.
Maybe we will before we're done with the show.
We got one more
I would
season. I
like
mean,
to.
you know,
Yeah, but it's not necessary. Maybe Chidi's wiring is just how Chidi's wired,
sure.
and doesn't really have like a traceable root cause.
I mean, we saw him as a kid,
Right.
and that,
But he was already like that, right?
yeah.
He's at school and he can't make a single decision, and is kind of like, "Well, how did you get hardwired in that way?"
Yeah.
We're going to jump in here. We want to thank our Patreon subscribers and give a special shout out to Actuarial Lurker, Balaz Foldez, Chris, Jeff, NJ, Surya Gundavarapu, and Weird Magic. Thanks so much, guys. We're very happy you're back with us.
Yes, we have. And if you guys are watching this on YouTube for the first time, welcome to our channel.
Hello.
If you might hit the like button for us, leave us a comment down below, and please hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on the new content we've come your way.
If you'd like to see a full-length reaction to this and everything else we've watched or watching, please check out a link in the description below to our Patreon page. On every show, including The Good Place, we are at least 4 episodes ahead on Patreon of where we're on YouTube. So if you watch the edits and want to keep going, you can do it on our Patreon. You will have to sync and watch along on your own source material. You are only going to see and hear us for copyright purposes. We're also currently watching 30 Rock right now as a Patreon exclusive and just wrapped up Dairy Girls.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful show.
Check that one out.
So my mom is alive,
Yeah,
and
we're
she
getting right
lives
into
here.
it, yep.
Angela Springs.
Why didn't you tell me sooner, man?
But now you know everything important about your life. She
She don't
faked her
wanna bang.
death, moved to Nevada, and reinvented herself as Diana Tremaine.
She might be worse than Donkey Doug.
You're right.
This is not about you.
Right.
That's hard. That's
How
hard
could
to
you
do.
do this to me?
Whose McMansion
that's-
is this?
My boyfriend Dave's. He's kind of a dork, but real sweet.
I
Yeah,
get
there's
it.
definitely a kid there.
You're running a scam.
Yeah,
No.
you're right.
You and I need to have a little conversation.
Diana! Oh,
Who the hell is this
Stepdaughter.
chick?
Okay.
I believe I have to wait in line to see my own sister. I have never waited in any kind of formation for.
It's important
That's
that you
good.
make amends. Your competitive relationship with Camilla is largely the reason that you didn't get into the good place.
Tahani, were you waiting in line to see me? That's hilarious.
No, this feels pretentious.
Yeah.
Tahani refuses to order an omelette. As a result, the exhibit is now over.
So how did you two love rats
Thank-
meet?
Oh, it's a fun story. I was working on this project tearing down a condemned bar, and Diana is sitting at the bar drinking a 7 and 7 and 7.
7 shots of Seagram 7 in 7 minutes.
One thing leads to another, and all of a sudden we're playing tonsil tennis on a broken toilet in the alley out back.
Oh my god.
She is the worst.
Yeah.
There's no redeeming qualities there.
Very little.
I am gonna find out what kind of scam Donna Shellstrop is running, and I am gonna take her down.
I sincerely apologize.
Thank you.
I do not accept your apology.
Wow.
Wow, she sucks.
I was wondering if it was actually she genuinely did suck.
Yeah.
It seems like she does.
Right. Because pretentious and condescending is one thing,
Yeah.
but she's actually mean.
And they never had a real conversation, so
Yeah.
the fact that we got this now.
Right.
What are you doing?
Searching for the telltale sign of a Donna Shellstrop scam.
Your mother seems happy here.
The Donna I know wouldn't be caught dead in this suburban boredom factory. She's scamming them.
She may not be scamming him.
Something.
Until Camilla accepts my apology, this open wound will hinder any progress she might
I
make
don't
toward
think so.
getting
You
into
can't
the
make
good
her
place.
accept.
Chidi is an Igbo word that means God exists.
That's right.
All of your fears are now mine.
She's
Yeah.
amazing. All of my
Oh my
fears
God.
are hers now.
Of course they are. If you don't accept my apology, I will smash your stupid art exhibit into bits.
Oh no! All my fears are mine again.
Yeah, they always were. She's a fraud.
Yeah. Didn't anticipate her wielding an axe.
Yeah.
The woman you know as Diana Tremaine is
Deborah.
really Donna Shellstrop, my much older mother.
Eleanor's not doing a
I
good
already
job
knew all
of
that, Eleanor.
forgiveness. Yeah.
Your mother told me everything the first night we met.
He is a liar.
Well, listen, she has been nothing but honest with me. And I like that she's got a wild streak.
Coming clean was all part of the scam. It's brilliant.
Well, Eleanor's got some things to work through here.
Man, I know.
Why can't you accept that she might be living a good, honest life?
It
That
seems
she's an
like it.
attentive partner and a good mom?
I wanted the
that's
mom who made
fair,
me
fair.
afternoon snacks instead of just telling me to look for loose fries in the McDonald's ball pit. But I just wasn't worth changing for.
Oh,
It wasn't about Eleanor. It's about her not being ready.
it's her own stuff. It's not.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I didn't think this whole thing was real. I just never thought I'd see the day when you made a commitment.
I think there's a ball drop coming.
Right?
Don't you think? Yeah.
I knew it! My mother is a con artist. Gotcha.
Tahani really needs to let this go too. Like, big time, man.
Really mirror between Eleanor and Tahani here.
You don't think they would be proud of her for having a whole museum wing dedicated to her work?
Plus, they always pitted my sister and me against each other.
That's probably true.
Then you should be blaming your parents, not your
That's true.
sisters.
Yeah.
Who will be the winning artist and who will fail? Let's find out.
Low
These
CPS.
paintings,
The parents pushing the two apart.
they're us. I'm going to hug you because I love you. Because you feel just as alone as I do. And
Yeah,
I
there it
understand
is.
that you can't accept my apology because that would quench your creative thirst.
But sometimes I sneak a little bit of cash out of his wallet and I hide it away just in case everything blows up and I need to skip town.
It's good. You're happy here. But you need to commit to this. Spend it on Patricia. Set up
Yeah.
a college fund.
Gotcha.
This is your chance to break the chain of Shellstrop mother-daughter crappiness.
This is really good of Eleanor, too.
Yeah.
A Fractured Inheritance by Camilla Al-Jamil and Tahani Al-Jamil.
Oh, be happy. Your mom found a better path all on her own.
She's the reason I could never get close to anyone. I never even told a boyfriend I love him.
You and Chidi fell in love deeply, and you told him that you loved him.
All right.
Yeah, that was good.
And I like that we're this far along in season 3, and they're still dealing with the Chidi Eleanor.
Yeah, for sure.
They won't
Yeah,
be.
yeah.
I really loved this episode. I think this was. It was still funny, but it was certainly more sincere.
Yeah.
Way more sincere than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, this was really thoughtful, and that's just a really great way to describe the show. For a 30-minute comedy, it's always really thoughtful
Yeah.
in terms of the ideas it's trying to convey.
I like that both Tahani's sister and Eleanor's mom, they both got to the place you wanted them to get to as well.
Yeah, for sure.
They didn't compromise who they were as people, but at the same time, they're better. Like, right? Like, they're
They-
better. Like, or maybe misunderstood, especially Tahani's sister.
Well, they seem to own their own flaws, which is all you can really ask of people.
Sure.
Everybody's flawed. Can you own it? Can you accept the fact that you are? I feel like Tahani did, and Eleanor did as well. You know, I feel like, you know, that's the beauty that's kind of rubbing off of the show. Like, it starts with Chidi, right, and his moral lessons, and it just seems to be spiraling out to more and more characters. First Janet and Michael, you know, and now everyone else they kind of come in contact with. It's actually really beautiful.
It's infectious. It really,
Yeah.
really is. I mean,
The guy, the door guy with the frog key.
Yeah.
You know,
Frog
Just-
Man.
Yeah, exactly. Just the act of kindness that gets reciprocated. You know, when you start thinking about other people.
I'm not a pessimist by any means, but like, there's that expression, people don't change. I don't believe in that. I think
Sure.
people can change. Honestly. I mean, do we stay who we are at the core of ourselves? of course.
Yeah,
The
it's,
show's-
it's in percentages, right? Yeah.
Right, but I do think there's a capacity to want to do better in your life, and the fact that this show, explores that theme is really, really fun. It's really hopeful, and it makes me feel good.
Yeah, I really think, there's a million themes kind of running through the show, obviously, but I think one of the biggest ones is just learn to give yourself a bit of a break.
Yeah.
Nobody's
Absolutely.
perfect. Learn to own who you are.
It's okay to have help sometimes too.
Okay to have help, and it's okay to not be perfect. But I love this show a lot.
It's really funny. Shoot one out.
She went out. That very easily could replace dropping the kids off at the pool. What was that, Jessica Simpson?
Yeah.
I remember after that, when I was much younger, when LeBron James went from Cleveland to the Heat, and he said, the big press conference he gave that he made fun of forever was, "I'm taking my talents to South Beach." I felt like that phrase should have replaced dropping the kids off at the pool for the same thing.
Yeah.
I couldn't get it to catch on.
This one's gonna work.
This one's really solid. I'm gonna just sit on the thing and
That should be just like
shoot one out.
a family at a dinner, like a family dinner, being like, "Excuse me, I'm gonna go shoot one out."
This show is such a good time. All right, we'll catch you next. Okay.